Yes, I got asked the other day. They said, what player pre 1990 would you have in the side, in this current day side? If they had the same fitness levels as this lot, who would you like to see in the side? And there was just so many, so many. Obviously, I'd love to have seen Osgood if he had today's sort of fitness levels. But I've plumped. I plumped for Kerry Dixon in this particular side. You know, with no Drogs or no one. I think Dixon would have been a real asset. And they said to me, and how much do you reckon they would have been worth in today's terms? Now, Dixon, I first come across Kerry Dixon at a nightclub called Rennell's in Luton many, many years ago. I was having a drink with some mates, and a friend of mine who might watch these, Steve Underwood, he actually introduced us basically. I knew Kerry had played, I think it was for Dynamo's Boys Club, and we were at Limbury Boys Club. But yeah, he had an orange, and we were talking to him about joining Chelsea from Reading, where he'd scored a right load of goals. Yeah, he'd got 51 goals in 115 games at Reading, and but that was in the third division, because he'd been kicked out by Tottenham as an apprentice. I think he went. I could be wrong, but I think he went to Dunstable, and then he went to Reading, and we signed him from Reading. And I went and saw him. He scored 2 goals on his first ever Chelsea game against Derby County at the Bridge. First game of the season, and if I'm not wrong, Pat Nevin, Joe McLaughlin, Nigel Spackman, Eddie Niedzwiecki in goal. So yeah, we had 5 debuts, and what signings they all were for Chelsea at the time. Yeah, apparently Reading wanted 150 grand for Kerry Dixon and 25 grand extra if he ever played for England. And Ken Bates was umming and ahhing about that, but in the end he relented, and the rest is history. So Kerry started like a whirlwind, and in that first season, 1983-84, he got 34 goals. He was unstoppable, and Chelsea got promoted that season. And the next year, everyone was wondering if he could do it in the first division, which is the Premiership now. But he got 24 goals, joint top scorer with Gary Lineker. And in his first 101 games with Chelsea, he'd scored 70 goals. He was absolutely prolific, great in the air, fast, could score with both feet. He was just a good all-round finisher.
Dixon! And Dixon again! And Chelsea have equalised! They were badly caught out there, Arsenal. And Kerry Dixon, with 34 goals last season, gets away to the best possible start in the First Division. The first was a left-foot shot, but was saved by Jennings. Back he came again, and what a belter with the right foot into the corner, and Chelsea are level.
Dixon the target here. Cannaville. Oh yes, speedy. Dixon. What a fantastic goal. McLaughlin. Now Hazard. Oh, Dixon was onside, and it's clear here. Now can Dixon finish? Beautifully done. And in the first minute of the second half, Kerry Dixon, who hadn't scored for 11 games, has delighted those Chelsea fans. Hazard's ball clear. The United defence was totally stretched, and Dixon coolly steered it past Chris Turner. And then Robson was almost on the end of it. Chelsea defending admirably here. And on the break now themselves with Speedy. And Dixon found beautifully. And in the last minute of the game, Kerry Dixon with his second goal of the night has put this game surely beyond United and ended their title dreams and kept Chelsea's very much alive.
Sadly, in the 85-86 season, he had a really bad injury. I remember him going up for a ball and he tore all his stomach muscles. Do you know what? He was never the same player after that. It was he was still. I mean, when we went down to the second division again, he was instrumental in us getting promoted. He scored another hatful. I think it was 25 in the league, loading the cup as well. But he was never quite the same player again. It was really quite sad. Everyone tells me that who watched Osgood, I think he broke his leg in about 64, I think it was. Everyone tells me that he was super before that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I remember Osgood, I worshipped him. He was great after, but they said before he got injured he was some player, and he lost a couple of yards that he never got back. Same with Kerry Dixon. So all in all, he got 193 Chelsea goals in the league and in cup competitions. So yeah, Kerry could score from anywhere, and here's a few more goals.
Oh, Dixon here, yes, Kerry Dixon. And Millwall could have done without that. Kerry Dixon has already got one. Oh, that's a blistering shot. That's his second, and Chelsea go 2 up. Peter Nicholas. Dixon on a hat-trick. Can he get it? Yes, he has. Kerry Dixon. Allen. Oh, nicely done. That could yet prove to be their last goal in the first division.
So yes, Kerry Dixon, sadly he's had a few bad times since. Went to prison for assault, which sounded like he was wound up and just lost it. He's got a self-confessed gambling habit that has basically skinted him. But what a forward he was, and I'll tell you what, if he had the fitness of today's athletes and could still finish like he used to be able to finish, which I'm sure he could, how much would he be worth? 100 million at least. Let me know your thoughts on Kerry Dixon. Let me know what player you think prior to 1990 who you'd like to see in our side or on the bench now, and how much would they be worth. I look forward to hearing from you all. So yeah, thanks for watching Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea again. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and look out for my match reviews. Up to Chelsea.